Ladies and gentlemen, here are the final contestants for our tanks on the German side. We have, you didn't see that, we have the Panzer IV AUS H 75mm tank. This is, of course, you know, the 75mm and standard medium caliber HE and standard MG34. I'm pretty much sure most of these tanks just take that until the last couple. So let's get rid of that and take a look at this beauty. So I like its armor design. It looks really nice. Not much I can really hate about it. Ooh, plus we get smokes, two gunners, main tank driver, and then a passenger. So let's test out its max speed, which seems to be about 8 blocks, which really is not that fast. Boom, baby. The smoke clear, only a couple blocks. That's what I like to see. Here, now we are on to one of my favorite tanks from this, mainly because of its speed and what it can inflict with that speed. We have the 34 Puma 50mm tank. It takes 50mm tank shells, small caliber HE tank shells, and 42 MG ammo. MG42, whatever. So we will get into this tank right now, but I just want to take a look at it. Look at this slick design, no tracks, wheels, and we get smoke. Let's see how fast this beast can get up to. Oh man, oh man. Nothing will be able to touch us. About 20 blocks a second. You wouldn't be able to stop it. The barrel turning is kind of slow, so I'd suggest is keeping it just straight in front of you and just turning your whole tank. Pop some smoke. What a ferocious beast. I like it. Very speedy. Speedy lag. Scrumdiddlyumptious. And here is another one of my favorite tanks, mainly because its use as a mobile anti-air tank, or anti-air armored vehicle, whatever you'd like to call it. I'm not gonna even attempt to try that name. So we're just gonna call it the 20mm anti-air, and it takes MG34 and then of course 20mm. Look at this. It's nice. It's small, probably decently hard to hit. And it looks to be an only one-seater, but you can go all the way up. Take out any British and American pilots that are in the skies. But you get no smoke, so you'd pretty much, I would say it's more of a troop transport or armored vehicle transport anti-air thing cover, you know. You never know when some planes will decide to dive bomb your position when you're trying to move stuff. Resources, men, whatever. And now we have a tank that I'm not a big fan of, and you'll see why. But it is the Stug 3 AUS G 75mm. It is a 75mm AP tank shell, medium caliber HE, and then of course pretty much standard stuff here. But you will see why I don't really like it. One, it does look nice. I will give it that. It does look pretty cool. But oh, it is a two-seater too. Pretty nice. You get to see a lot of the surrounding, but you don't really get much barrel turn. You have to turn the whole tank to fire. And compared to the others, you can have the same medium high caliber explosive and be able to turn the whole barrel. And this only goes 8 blocks a second, so really, it's not that worth it, let's be honest. You don't even get a main gunner MG. Goodbye, cows. And here is another tank with the same situation. It does look good, but you're not able to turn it. And it is the Stug 4 75mm. Pretty much the same stuff as the last one. 75mm medium caliber HE and then MG34. But yeah, this thing does look pretty cool. I like the net type of metal look here, whatever you would call it, mesh. I don't know. But you can only turn the barrel just a little bit. It's not ideal, not ideal. And this one you don't get smokes. You don't get you get one gunner. Oh man, it's so slow. Its reload's kinda slow. Oh man, its turning is atrocious. Yeah, not something I would use in battle. Yep, nothing I'm gonna be using anytime soon. And now we are on to my most favorite tank of this whole pack. The Panzer 6 AUS-H Tiger 88mm tank, or the King Tiger as I like to call it. So it takes 88mm AP tank shells, large high caliber HE tank shells. Did I say high caliber? I meant high explosive. Have I been saying that this whole time? High caliber HE. Oh man. I'm losing my mind here. And MG34. This beauty. Oh, plus we get the smoke, which is pretty nice. We get an MG here. And we get this passenger to go along with us. It is a pretty slow tank, pretty slow. 7.47 blocks a second. But it makes up for the punch it returns. Look at the beauty. We're gonna be able to bust through lines quick. It's our heaviest tank we got. You'll see some other goodies along with it. It's smoke. Its reload is pretty bad, but it's better than the other Tigers, which you'll see in just a second. Now we're on to another beautiful, big steel giant. A little bit overcompensating, I'd say. We have the Panzer Vib AUS-H Tiger 2 tank, which is 88mm AP tank shell long, so just more long range, but not really. I don't think we need it, to be honest. So it's pretty useless compared to like the Tiger and then the Tiger Porsche, which is next. We have the large caliber HE and then the MG34. And with this, we do not get smoke, so. Its reload's pretty slow. Is it faster or slower than the other tank? I don't remember. Its reload is atrocious. You just heard it reload, didn't you? It's got off. Now we're on to this beast that resembles the Tiger 1, but it is not. And compared to the Tiger 2, this one, I'm pretty sure, is a 2-seater. The Tiger 1 and the Tiger Porsche are a 2-seater, and the Tiger 2 is a 1-seater, which I prefer 2 because when you have double the damage being brought out by a steel beast. So let's test the speed out, and this barrel kind of is a bit slow. Reload. It's pretty bad too. And the tanks are just god awfully loud. Oh yeah, this tank isn't the one I'd use either. To be honest, the Tiger tanks are really slow, but they are heavy tanks, so you know, I'd expect it. And now we are into this little chonker. It's a nice piece of cannon. So it is the Westbeckel 105mm. It is a medium artillery HE shell. So let us take a look at this beast, which it only has one thing, which is the shell itself. And you gotta arc it. You do gotta arc it if you want to hit your shots. But I feel like it could probably do some damage, like totally do some damage with this. Yeah. Let's follow it. Oh boy. Dang. Yeah, I feel like this could be used. It's about 10.67 blocks a second. And it does this big of a crater. Oh my god. As long as it's not a explosive reinforced block, you should be doing some damage, especially if people are near it and they get hit by that. Ooh, massive casualties.